If he wasn't doing that before, but now that we're starting.
Hey everybody, Nikki and Candela here with Nikki and Candela Photography, and we are here for our Makeup Monday. So welcome everybody. I'm so excited to have you here and to introduce you to an amazing person that I have the honor of knowing today. And we get to introduce you to the product that she invented, and so I'm super excited. So before we get started, I just wanted to cover a few logistics, and that is I do have clients and other people who are really excited about these tips that we give in the Makeup Monday. Hey, how are you? People are joining. And so I want to offer you an invitation to share this on your page and to share these tips that we're doing. And that way you can share the love just like us. So I have clients who are sharing these Facebook Lives with their lists and their database because they're so excited about it. And I also have friends and clients who are sharing on their Facebook page too. So I want to invite you to do that. And I want to welcome you to our Thanksgiving week episode, which this is really exciting. So all of you who have joined our VIP access, sorry, my dog is like playing with his toy. Happens to have a squeak in it. So if you can hear it, that's what's happening. Anyway, I wanted to welcome you to the Thanksgiving week episode because all of you who have joined our VIP access so far, we're announcing our next winner today, so stay tuned for the end. And we still have more prizes this week. And don't forget, because if you joined our VIP access, there's nothing that you have to buy, but it does put you in for the raffle for the free gifts, as well as if you do want to purchase our Black Friday, you get a special savings and pre-invitation before it goes live to the public for purchasing it. So yeah, I wanted to remind you of that, so it's not too late to invite people to join our VIP access. And another thing I wanted to announce with that is that I'm actually having so much fun and I'm getting so much feedback on these Makeup Mondays that I'm actually adjusting the name a little bit, and I'm gonna continue to do these even after the Black Friday, which is originally what I had wanted to start it for, but I'm going to continue to do the Makeup Mondays, and I'm actually going to be changing the name to MakeOver Mondays. So I wanted to allow you to know that and to still join our VIP access, because the raffle prizes and the updates of when we're going to be doing these and special savings and stuff like that are actually still going to be continuing, and I'm super excited. I've actually lined up, I have people asking if they can be a part of this who are in the beauty industry, and actually friends who are not in the beauty industry. There's entrepreneurs who want to be interviewed on the show and to be a part of this. We're going to go into hair, which will be really fun, and I'm excited because I want to introduce you to a bunch of other people in the beauty industry that you're going to have access to and special savings. And like I said, we're going to continue the raffle prizes to give stuff away. So like I said, there's no purchase necessary or anything. You just get extra goodies of the option to purchase whatever we're promoting, like we will be today. So let me get started. I'm going to hand the phone over to my assistant so I can introduce you to my special guest today. All right, here we go. Okay.
Hello.
So I want to introduce you to Monetta, and she is actually a dear friend. How long have we known each other?
Many years. Don't know the exact date. It's been quite a few.
A lot of years. So, oh, sorry, Cooper.
We're having technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh. Cooper's trying to play with Kayla, who is trying to keep the camera. Okay, puppy, go lay down. He loves to be a part of these Makeup Mondays. even though he's a boy. But I did see that a few of my male friends and clients just logged on, so welcome, guys. We actually have like a really good gift idea for the men who are joining us today on today's episode for your wife and spouse and girlfriend. So stay tuned. So anyway, back to Monetta. Monetta has been a good friend of mine for years, and I'm so excited. I called her 2 weeks ago and said, I really want to get your product on these lives. So she said yes, absolutely. And the winner of today is actually going to be winning one of her products. So I'm really excited. So thank you so much for being here and for donating something really amazing for someone to win. So, and if you do win, you do get the option. If you're not interested in the product we're giving away, we will redraw. So Monetta has actually invented a makeup palette case for the beauty industry. And why don't you first of all tell everyone a little bit about yourself and how you started?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. I was traveling a lot for work. I was a pharmaceutical rep, and I also like to travel for fun overseas. And I thought, boy, there should be a better way for me to organize my cosmetics instead of in a jumbled bag. And the kicker was I went on a trip to Spain and I came back, and at the bottom of my makeup bag was my favorite eyeshadow. I didn't even know was there. And it's like, oh my goodness, I didn't know I had it. And so I came back and I marched off to Nordstrom's to go find what I thought would be a solution, and discovered that there was only magnetic palettes, and I wanted to have things that would stick and open up like a painter's palette, where it didn't matter if it was plastic, metal, wood, tin. I could organize everything in one hard case to protect it for travel, but also see everything easily and accessible. And that just snowballed into a lot of research and looking at different products, and found a product that met my needs, and took off from there. And then I was able to produce the very first case.
Yeah, and I love that. And so this is how everything gets started, right? Especially products, where it's like you go to look for something, you can't find it anywhere,
no
right?
solution,
and so you just step into being a leader and
make it,
invent the damn thing yourself.
That's right.
Because obviously, if you're looking for it, other people are looking for it, right?
Yes. And when I was searching and started my whole research path, back in the day when there were chat rooms, I found some makeup artist chat rooms, and they were discussing their same frustration. Okay. And so I thought, oh, I'm onto something. And then, of course, I'm not one to like just jump head into something without thinking thoroughly through about it and doing research.
Oh,
so
I am.
some things. When it comes to this type of thing, it took me a little bit longer. But I actually went to an international makeup artist trade show in Los Angeles, and walked in there with a clipboard and a questionnaire, and just approached as many people that would talk to me and interview them about what were their pros and cons about what the current customizable palettes were out there, and just to confirm I was on to something.
Right.
And so at the end of the afternoon, I went over to the coffee shop and just combed through the results of the survey, and it was very obvious that there was a need and a demand for something different and unique that hadn't been presented yet.
Yeah.
And so that just confirmed everything, and then from there was going into the whole manufacturing process.
Yeah.
Trying to find somebody that would work with me, because when you're not known or not a large company or industry, people they were open to work with me, but it was the sheer volume of first production run number of units that was hard to find somebody that would work with me. And then I found a company in the United States that does minimum runs, and from there I was able to financially be able to do it, because I could handle 1,000 to start with.
And you bring up a good point that I talk to with a lot of my clients too, which is like you had a need, you went to find it, it wasn't there, so you did a little bit of research to make sure that that was a need that was actually desired within the industry, right? And I think a lot of people do the mistake of not actually making sure that there's a need. Mm-hmm. So, like the way I run my business is, if I see gaps in things that my clients need, then I'll just create that program if I can actually provide that for them? And I find that a lot of people just like that's their stopping point, right? It's like they create something that they didn't really know if anyone for surely needed, and then they just like it never gets out there.
Or the other thing too is that they find the need and they're ready to move forward, but they get scared.
Yes,
there's a lot of people that like if I was scared,
I don't know how to price this.
How do I manufacture it?
Like, how do you manufacture it? Like, yeah, exactly. Like, there are stopping points, and I just want to invite everyone watching this who's maybe like on the brink of something for themselves.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. And I have literally been on a sales call before, and I don't like. Some people watching this may be like, oh my God, that was me. I've been on a sales call before and literally saw a need for something that I knew I could fulfill. And like on the spot, I created a program, priced it out, sold it to someone, and then I had to figure out what I just sold.
Yeah.
But like the mistake that people make is they're like, oh, so I see this need, I'm just gonna wait. I'm going to figure out, like next month I'll figure out the pricing, and I'm going to, run this by like my best friend, and like you will find so many excuses in your head to stop yourself from actually getting something out there. But like, it's better to just like act, go off of your gut.
Yes.
Provide something that you can provide. That's the key, right? Like I knew I could provide something, so I just sold it. And then, and then just figured it out, And
absolutely.
They're like, okay, can you send me an email on what this package? And I'm like, absolutely. And then I designed the package.
Yes, absolutely. And I have to tell you that what you're hitting on about don't stop and sticking with it, when I was looking at what am I going to call my product, that's why I called it Stick With It. I'm not joking. Instead of a magnet that holds the items in the cosmetic case, it's actually a sticky surface.
Cooper.
And so...
Cooper. Sorry.
Cooper's having some fun today.
Come here. Cooper's in his play mode. He really, if you can tell, he really wants to play. Clearly I didn't run him enough this morning. Okay, sorry, go. So stick with it.
So it's called Stick With It because I wanted a fun name that was fun for women to use when they were putting their makeup on, that was a positive affirmation about seeing their dreams come true. I was tired of seeing all these black cases at the cosmetic counter that looked dark, and I just wanted to lighten it up and have fun with it and say, stick with it. Whether you're going through a divorce, whether you're going through a new change in your job, whether you're going on a new date and you're nervous, stick with it. It's going to be fun. And I really wanted that message to resonate with my product too.
Yeah, and I love that. So I feel lucky because all the friends and entrepreneurs that like are in my circle, in my contact sphere, like there's so much depth behind their story, and it's always like heart driven. Is like a big piece like behind all of their businesses. So I love that. Just empowering the world.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the palette.
So this was the original use and intention.
Cooper. Sorry. Go lay down. Go lay down. We're not playing. Go lay down. Now. Sorry.
This is real world. This is life.
This is my life.
So this was the original intention. So when I was looking for that eyeshadow at the bottom of my bag in Spain, I could have just clipped it out of the little plastic casing, the little clamshell that came in, and stuck it on the palette, and it would have been right there. And these are just individual eyeshadows that I bought, and I wanted to be able to see them open. You can do the same thing with a magnetic palette, but some of these are depotted from the little case that it came in, and I only wanted these 3 instead of the whole row.
Oh, so that's a good point. Yeah.
And these aren't metal; they're actually tin, and would never stick to a magnet. So the sticky surface, you can put everything you want on it. So that's what it was originally intended to. Well, one of the fun things about bringing a product to market, and that was my laser focus use, was this. Well, you get into the hands of the makeup artist, and that's when the magic happens.
Right.
Because I can only foresee and use it for what my intended purpose was. And what
you're a consumer.
I'm trying to bring a product that helps other women too, right? And so when I got it into the makeup artist's hands, that's when the magic happens. That's when they started getting creative with different, what else can you do with it? And this has probably been one of the number 2 ways in which people use it. It's for eyelashes. With makeup artists, you have a lot of eyelashes, and they come in these white trays, and all we did was trim off the excess white of the casing of the little pack they come in and just stick it on the surface. Now you've got a nice hard case to keep them secure and sanitary, and they won't get crushed. So it's a nice little case to keep them in.
Yeah, which this is awesome, because I know that, you know, my makeup artist, and which is probably like a lot of makeup artists out there, they bring these like packs of like all of these different brands, because they never know, you know, what kind of eyelash is gonna really help
Be appropriate for their customers' eyes.
Yes, and so you can see how many different like thicknesses and different layouts of, even we did an eyelash show last week.
Oh, how fun!
But it was on eyelash extensions.
Oh,
cool. So you never know like what someone's gonna need to fill in to really pop their eyes. Mm-hmm. So like my makeup artists have all of these different brands, but they have like packs of them. And if they could just bring like one of each, depending on, you know, how many clients they have that day, this saves, you know, a lot of time and a lot of space. So that's awesome. Talk a little bit more about the actual like palette though. Like, talk about like the surface just a little bit more so people get it.
Yes. So instead of a magnet, it's a proprietary blend of plastics that is a sticky surface. And the advantage of the sticky surface is that anything can stick: wood, plastic, tin, aluminum. And what's even better is, because it was focused as a makeup case, it needed to be sanitary. Well, the surface actually is cleaned with rubbing alcohol. So instead of soap and water, you can use soap and water, but a lot of makeup artists are in a trailer, they don't have access to running water. Rubbing alcohol, everybody's got rubbing alcohol in their set bags.
Right, they're always on location, so they have no idea what is going to be accessible.
Right, and so if they do need to clean it on set, you just wipe it down with rubbing alcohol, let it dry, and then once it's dry, it's sticky again. It doesn't wear off. For thousands of washings with rubbing alcohol, it didn't deteriorate. It does deteriorate a little bit from the very beginning, but I've had my prototypes for over 5 years, and they're still sticky. So it's really easy to use. Just wipe it down with rubbing alcohol, let it dry. The other caveat to know about it is the items that you put on the sticky surface, make sure that underneath that it is free of any powder residue, lotions, or oils underneath, because you want to make sure that there's a clean contact between the item you're putting on and the item and the sticky surface. So making sure that they're both sanitary and clean, and that they'll stay on. So that's really simple, easy clean. And then the plastic case itself is very durable. Since a lot of artists are around concrete floors, if they dropped it on concrete, I didn't want it to be a cheap plastic where it would crack. And so it's really durable. In fact, I took it out to my garage and drop tested it 10 times in the garage, and it was fine. Now, it doesn't guarantee the makeup inside is not going to crack, but at least the case that you purchase is going to be durable.
Right, and that's just like a quick side note. The more expensive, the better quality the makeup, the less it's going to shatter when you drop it.
Yes, I've learned
that firsthand. I'm like, oh, that's why you buy more expensive eyeshadow. Because once it's like in a pot like this and it cracks all over the place, it's like done. It's like now you have to go and buy it again if you want to use it, because what do you do then? Okay, awesome. I want to, because people always ask you about that, right? So I wanted you to go into that a little bit more.
The other thing is there's no sticky residue. So people go, is there any kind of stickiness on my products or that I put on there on your fingers? Nothing. It doesn't have any residual.
Yeah, it just like it lifts off, it pops off, and then you can like stick anything else on. I mean, obviously we have some empty ones on this specific one. So, do you still sell your skins?
I do. Because I only have the 2 colors of this thin version, this is the very first version I came out with, was this one size, and a lot of people wanted more colors, so I do sell, they're like cell phone skins, and they're cut to size, they're custom cut. I don't know if I have any on here. Here's an example of one. It's like a wood color.
Oh, yeah.
But I have 10 different prints to choose from. They're available on my website. And they're just peel and stick skins. And they're really nice because they're durable. They'll protect the surface. And they're a nice way to customize it, especially if you have more than one case. And it's a nice way to itemize it. You know what's in each one just based on the skin that you selected.
Yeah, so there you have an option of this teal color, which is really pretty. You have this gray, which is the one that I have. And then we have a new one that is like this butter yellow gold color. Yes. So you do have an option of different colors. And if you go to her website, you can also see the skins that make it really fun too. For me personally, because I don't wear a ton of makeup, mine actually has a combination of brushes and my eyeshadows in it.
Sure.
And I think I blush in there too. But it's nice because everything's kind of all together, the brushes with the eyeshadow. And then, okay, so let's talk about the deeper case.
So the deeper one. So some of the feedback that I got from my customers was that it wasn't deep enough for lipsticks and mascara, and so I came out with a deeper size one. It's a little bit shorter than the other one, but you can get more in it as far as depth. So it holds lipsticks, mascara. This is an example of just some of the lipsticks I carry. You can do a little personal one, even if you're not that much into makeup, but you just want something easy for your purse. I've got my little Advil, little dental things here. This is a makeup brush, my little Tide pen, some lipsticks, and some concealer. So it's just simple. I can put it in my purse. I see everything there. It's very easy and accessible.
This one has tools.
And this would be for more of a makeup artist toolkit. This is called a color switch, and you just it's a way to dry clean your makeup brushes instead of getting them wet. I have my little pencil sharpener here, and then my implements. And this is a cute little mixing palette, so if I had some concealer that I needed to mix on a small spot, I can just mix it right directly in here, or I could use the lid of the color switch as well. So that's what this is. It's just a nice way to keep my implements sanitary, not from rolling around in a jumbled bag, and just keeping them sharp and sanitary again. So in a nice little hard case. So that's what those are.
And then the really special one is her blinged out version. And how much do you sell this for?
$198.
$198. This thing is heavy too. Like, this is like for real. And the beauty of this is she has her cute little, like she carries this as her little wallet. So this is a great clutch. Meanwhile, like, you can still stick like a little lipstick pen or something in here around that to go out at night, or you can just use it as your wallet and, you know, throw it in your purse. It is like heavy though.
Yes.
But it's like, it's beautiful. So, okay, awesome. So does anyone have any questions? Because we're getting to the end of what we wanted to do here. So I wanted to answer any questions first.
Can you show peeling it off and putting something back on?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Good question.
So you probably want to take a spatula like this, and then you can just kind of wedge it under here, and you just kind of pry it off, and it comes right off. So I wouldn't use my fingers because sometimes these tins are really flimsy, and you can risk cracking the pan if you do that.
Or breaking your nail. I mean, it does like stick on here pretty good, and you'll want to have like your spatula at home because you're not going to be like switching stuff out when you're on the go anyway.
Right. And then removing these, instead of trying to pull straight up, all you do is twist and lift. That's how I say to remove the brushes or any kind of long things. And then anything that's a larger size item, again, just put pressure on it and twist and lift, and it comes right off. If you try to pull it up from here, it's on there pretty good, and just twist and lift, comes right off. Super easy.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Any other questions? Okay, I think we're good. All right, so I want to announce the winner of this week's raffle prize, and the raffle prize is one of these palettes. So
take your pick.
Yeah, so you can pick from the gold, which is like the thicker version, or the thinner version, and you get a choice of the gray or the aqua teal. And let me see.
We call it sea glass.
Sea glass. It's much prettier. Okay, so
and the winner is
Terry And I don't know Terry. I don't know your last name, Terry. But it's Moxie's Edge. Okay, so anyway, let us know. Respond to one of the emails from the VIP Access. Let us know who you are and where to send your palette and which one you want. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, Terry. I'm sure you're going to love it. It's a great way to organize all kinds of items. I have people that also use it for crafting. So if it's not for makeup and you just want to get into crafts, that's awesome too.
Yeah,
so
talk really quickly about a few of the other industries that you are in.
That I mostly sell in makeup, but I also have a lot of people that use it for knitting. I sell to a lot of knitting stores. And they use it for their stitch markers, crochet hooks, all kinds of like sewing kit items. So they use it for that.
Okay.
And then the other item that you might want to check out, it's on another website. This is stickwithitpallet.com. And the other product I have is called Grip It Gear, and that's for the guys. And it's basically the same exact concept. It's this size, but it's gray, and it says Grip It Gear, and inside is great for storing. I have people that use it for gun repair. It's very small items. I have people that use it for locksmithing. I have guys that use it for electronic repair, all those little tiny nuts and bolts. So it's basically the same concept, but used in a completely different capacity.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So I want to let you guys know that we are going to put in the comment section.
Yes, a discount code.
Sorry,
2.
This is for my VIP Access,
okay.
actually. So for the VIP Access members, we are going to send you a discount code so that you get an extra 20% off of the makeup palette. So they're $19.99?
Yes, $19.99, and then you'll get a special link for a little discount for you.
Yes, so we will be sending that out. So, go to her website if you want and take a look around, but wait for that discount code so that if you're ready to purchase. And for the guys who are watching and listening in, these are great gifts for your wife, your spouse, your girlfriend.
Exactly. And for the guys who are listening too, if you're interested in the Grip It Gear, we'll do a discount code just for you too.
Yeah. And for gun repair, guitar repair,
electronics,
all
the little stuff that easily rolls off workbenches and causes frustration.
Yes.
So we're eliminating the frustration factor.
Yes. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week on MakeOver Monday. We will be changing the name officially after Black Friday, but stay tuned. Invite other people. Share this with people that you think would get a kick out of and have fun with us on this little venture and want to win fun raffle prizes. And don't forget, as you sign up for VIP Access, you do get priority sale and discounted sale on the already discounted Black Friday that I have coming up this Friday. So Thursday at noon, you get special pricing. And Cooper says bye. Okay, bye.